I decided I need to start doing something a little bit more physically challenging. And so I decided to start hiking. Right now I'm hiking down the hill. Let me leave the stairs. Okay, cool. I'm hiking here in this mountain called Maan Mountain. The nearest mountain to my home. It's actually pretty short. It's only 100 and some meters high, 300 some feet. So a small hike. Now I'm actually going downhill. I already made it to the peak. So I gotta start small. Start with the smallest peak. Maybe once a week I'll do a different trail. Today I didn't come prepared at all. No preparation at all. I just decided to come and start hiking. So I have water in the car, but I didn't bring water with me. All I have is my wits. And I do have hiking shoes, so at least footwear wise I'm prepared. Next week I hope to bring a small backpack with some snacks and definitely water. Today's temperature is 29 degrees. I don't even know where this trail is going. Man, is this a trail? Yes, it is. So 29 degrees Fahrenheit. No, I'm sorry. 29 degrees Celsius. It's like 80 some Fahrenheit already. It's getting hot. It's only gonna get hotter. So I definitely need to bring water. I went up the mountain through a different side of the trail. Now I'm coming down this rocky place. This should lead to the water down by the lake. Even though there's water, it's not potable water, so I can't drink it. I'm not gonna have water until I get to my car. Another half hour or so. That's okay. I drank plenty of water before I started hiking. I guess chatting while hiking is not a very good idea to conserve water, but it's okay, whatever. I'll survive. Anyway, Korea is a very mountainous country, so there are plenty of trails to go hiking. And it's a very popular pastime here in Korea. So even if I was to succumb with the dehydration, some local would walk by and hopefully rescue me. All right. And all around the hills, you see these signs over here. It says "Sanbul Joshim," basically be careful with forest fires. This one is I don't know what it is. Pyeongtaek, Sobang, something about Pyeongtaek. Pyeongtaek is a city here. But anyway, continue hiking. So that's it. I vowed to be better prepared next time. I might get some hiking sticks because I heard some of the other trails nearby. From what I read on the trail reviews, some of them get fairly steep, and I will need hiking sticks. Oh, a bird. A pheasant. Oh, that's pretty cool. Another pheasant on the trail. There it is. Oops. I should look at where I stepped, not at the pheasant. Oh, there's another one there. There's a pheasant. Fazão in Portuguese for my Brazilian family. I think in Korean it's called kwong. Kwong. I think so. My wife can correct me. So here you go. Coming down to the river. Really enjoying this trail. It's not too challenging. It's a good beginner's trail for somebody who hasn't been hiking in a long time like me. Oh, and by the way, I have to wear the mask while I hike. Sometimes I take it down when there's no people. Right now there's no people, so I take it down. Whew. But whenever I see people, I put it back on. Like people coming in. Anyway, here's the river there. I was over there. Man, this is real steep. Oh, I gotta pay attention here. Man, look at it, got these steps over here leading all the way to the bottom. Or I can take this walking trail. I'm gonna take the walking trail. Oh shit, excuse my language. But anyway, I was recording the last video, so this group of people came by, and I get a little camera shy, like I get shy recording when there's people around me, so I stopped recording. But one of the girls had a shirt that said in English, please punch me in the face, I need to feel alive. So I kind of chuckled. I did not oblige. I did not punch her. I wonder what would have happened if I punched her and be like, hey, her shirt said that. She wanted to feel alive. Man, this trail's real steep. Holy crap. I'm on the face of a rock right here. Look at this rock face right here. Oh, I was right there. Now I'm already coming down. And there's more. Oh, man. Anyway, hiking is a good exercise for the joints, for the legs, for your back, to lose weight. And since Korea is a very mountainous country, I'll be doing that more often. Right here, the trail forks over, and Bong is a mountain, so Jagun Hill, 400 meters away, and Yaeongjang, some Yaeong place, 35 meters. Let's go to Yaeongjang because it's only 35 meters away. I should have gone the other way because my car is the other way, but 35 meters is not too far. Anyway, here we're kind of by the water's edge, but the water's edge is down there. Alright, so here's a little table. I guess you can have picnic or relax or whatever. The water's edge is 20 meters away. As a matter of fact, I can see the sand right here. Now this place here is interesting. There's a lot of flowers. You can see the flowers right there. And I don't know if you can hear on the video, but I can hear so many bees. Like the whole forest is abuzz. And the smell is magnific. Look at the flowers. They're all over, these flowers here. Look at that. It's like all around me I can hear bzzz, bzzz, like thousands and thousands of bees. Now I know why. Well, right outside this mountain, I'll take off my mask for a little bit. Right outside the mountain, right outside the trail entrance, there's this bar. Actually, I thought it was kind of funny. It's a honey bar. And you go there and there's like all different kinds of honey. And you can buy like 20 different kinds of honey. They have honeycomb, they have honey wax, everything honey. It's a honey bar. So they have honey and they have coffee too, of course. And now I know. I mean, these bees are just all over the place. Here, look at the little bee right there. Oh. Man, there's like 5 bees right there. Anyway, behind the honey bar, there's also an apiary. What they get, look at the bee. There's an apiary where bees produce honey. How amazing. You have to hike all the way here, and there's nobody here. This place is amazing. I love stuff like this. So beautiful. Kind of remote too. Anyway, I'm gonna hike out of here, back to my car, so I can get some water before I dehydrate. Then get some lunch somewhere. Anyway, I'm already feeling the trail. Did I abruptly stop recording the last video? I think I did. Anyway, I'm feeling the trail. Apparently, the trail continues that way. There's another, I know there's a village there. And it continues this way too. There's another village another 2 kilometers that way or so. So pretty neat. Anyway, I'm done. Gotta hike back. Hope you enjoyed the video. Hope you enjoyed this place full of bees. I gotta go. Enjoy the view. This place here got all this little white fluff falling from the sky. Can you catch it on video? It looks like snow. It's like fluffy stuff falling from the trees. It's accumulating here. It looks like snow. It's just fluff everywhere. Looks like snow. Pretty amazing. And anyway, they have these they're doing some forest conservancy over here because they planted new trees and they got supports for them. Koreans really take care of their nature, at least now they do. Really beautiful flowers over here. A little bridge. I guess in the rainy season this becomes a little waterway leading down to the river. Maansan Yaksuto. So I guess this is a watering place for hikers. It used to be clean water here. From what I understand, Yaksuto means water, drinking water place. Maansan is the name of the mountain. Huh. I said I was gonna be the last video, but it's not, because this place is cool. And I'm here by myself. I got no one to share, so I will share it with you. Now here's sunny. And the trail's kinda, they put these pieces of wood to make steps, and just makes it harder. So I can go up those steps, so I can go on the side over here. I'm gonna go on the side. I don't even know if this is the right trail. I think it is. Shit, I better not get lost. And guess what? It's impossible to get lost on this age of GPS because I have a couple maps on my phone that will get me out of here. Alright, now it's all uphill. It's just walking step after step. And they put these little wooden steps. It just makes it harder. I'm trying to make it easier, but it made it harder. Whew, man. So I can take the wooden steps in the shade, or I can go over there. Not in the shade. The sun's only 29 degrees today. So I'm gonna go not in the shade. Shit, I don't know if... I think I'm supposed to go the other way. Oh man. Oh no. I'm lost with no water. No, I'm not lost. I am just on an unknown path. Because it's my first time being here. Whew. This uphill's kicking my butt. Alright, here's a river. Actually, the lake. Well, it's actually a river, but the river is dammed, so they call it a lake. I need to go way past those houses. That's where I live. All there on the other side. For now, I need to get out of the mountain. I'm not gonna get out if I stand still. Alright. I'm not sure if this is the trail I'm supposed to take or if on the other side there. On the other side is a ravine. Is the trail I'm supposed to take. So I'm gonna consult my map and I'll be right back. Good news is I consulted the map and the map says this is the right way. So does it keep on hiking. Oh, look at that. Yeah, it's really beautiful. Let me get vantage point. There's the Pyeongtaek Lake. That's where I live. There's Asan Techno Valley. There's all of Asan, and these are the Asan Hills. There are some really good hiking trails over there. Of course, those hiking trails are a lot higher than this here. You can get a sample of how mountainous Korea is. I really live in one of the flattest portions of Korea, which is Pyeongtaek. It is rice country because it's so flat. Probably the rice, like I said, the flattest place in Korea. And living in Pyeongtaek, you tend to forget how mountainous this country is. This country is like 70 to 80% mountains. And in some places, like I've been down to Jeolla province, it's just mountains after mountains after mountains. It's amazing, it's beautiful. And all the mountains are super green. Someday I'll be hiking up there. For now, I'll hike here. Let's go. Anyway, I'll continue hiking and I'll report later when I'm on the way out. Alright, when I was down there where all the bees are, I said there was a trail that connected to a village. The trail goes down by the water and connects to that village over there. And you can see by that village, it's a pretty rural village. The houses itself are behind this knoll, so you can't see the houses here. There's maybe 20, 30 houses there. I've ridden my motorcycle through there before. But we keep on hiking. Alright, continue later. Alright. Just passed by two ladies who had plastic bags full of forest goodies. In Korea, there's a lot of people who come to the forest to forage for food, like roots, and mushrooms, and leaves and stuff. Some guy riding a bicycle, pushing his bicycle. But so those two ladies are foraging 2 plastic bags full of forest goodies. I think in Korea it is still legal to forage for food here. After Korean War, Korea was very, very poor, and lack of food was real. So Korean people, they're very resourceful, and they started eating whatever was available that was edible, like all kinds of leaves and roots and mushrooms, and pretty much anything that was, like I said, anything that was edible. Bark, pine nuts. And to this day, that is part of Korean cuisine. So I see people foraging for these. I call forest goodies. Somebody walking fast behind me. 안녕하세요. 아, 괜찮아요. 가세요. These rock paths, they seem to be pieces of old mills, old stone mills. I don't know if they're made to be like pieces of stone mills, if they're actually pieces of stone mills. I guess some of my Korean friends, perhaps Paul Kim Tom, Paul could tell me more. I mean, they're made out of chiseled rock. They have the holes. They seem to be stone mills. Maybe they're made to look like stone mills. In the middle of the forest, there's a lamp. I don't know if they do night hiking over here. But anyway, back to food. Yeah, so Koreans, to this day, their culinary traditions, their post-war culinary traditions, have a lot of nuts and seeds and leaves and mushrooms and roots and barks, all kinds of stuff that we never eat in the West. And you still see people foraging. But anyway, I passed by that guy riding a bicycle, and then this girl that passed me, she went there, she was talking to him. I think she was talking to him like he's not supposed to be riding his bicycle on this path. He sounded apologetic, but my Korean is very limited, so I didn't get the full gist. But I think that's what she was saying to him. On his defense, he was pushing his bicycle, he wasn't riding it, so maybe he's just on the way somewhere else. Maybe he knows he's not supposed to be riding. Another reason why I stopped recording when I pass people is because Korea has a very strong privacy laws, and you're not supposed to put anybody's faces on video. Sanbul Joshim, no, Sanbul Yebang. I don't know what Yebang means. Yebang. I will search that. Sanbul Yebang. And right here, Sanbul Joshim. Be careful with forest fires. But anyway, Korea has some very strong privacy laws. So if you get somebody's face on video and you don't have their permission, you're supposed to blank them out, blur their faces, etc. Even criminals here have that kind of protection. Even if you're caught in the act and you're found guilty of murder, rape, whatever, your face will be on TV, it will be blurred. They'll even if you get handcuffs, they'll hide the handcuffs. Privacy laws are really big over here. So if you take somebody's picture, without their consent, you're supposed to blur their faces, or you can't publish it. So that's why I generally stop recording, or point the camera away when people walk by. I do not want to get caught as the ugly Westerner over here who gets caught in a Privacy Act violation. Korea used to be, from what I remember, used to be a lot more, what's the word? Corrupt, I guess. Used to be able. They used to say that everything in Korea has a price, and you'd get away with all kinds of crimes if you paid off the right person, if you knew the right man, if your uncle was this or your uncle was that, if your family had a name. And to a certain extent, for rich people, it still is like that, from what I gather. But most people, it isn't. I'm gonna stop again. The more people come in. So that guy just passed, total farmer. He had dressed like he was working the rice paddies. Probably taking a break from the farm. Here's some flip-flop sandals. Oh man, another little hillock. On the way to my way out of here. And another ugly limp. 450 meters to Maan Peak, which is where I came from. I think it's all downhill from here. There's a bee. Anywho, like I said, I don't want to be caught in a Privacy Act violation. So guess what? I'm not gonna put your faces here without your permission. Took a break over here. So I'm sitting there enjoying the quietness, and I hear this noise, and I thought it was water flowing. I'm like, oh, there's water? Where's the water? And I start looking. It was a snake. It was a snake with a big old yellow and black stripes on its back. I was like, man, All right, so this place here is you can see the river, beautiful trail, and it's typically Korean grave sites. If your grave is on a beautiful view like this, that's really good. That means you're rich. So whoever owns this plot of land, the family got money, and they got a bunch of graves here. That is typically Korean. They bury their dead on the hillsides. If your family has money, or even if it has a small plot of land somewhere, maybe you don't have money, you just have land on a mountain, you'll be buried there. Probably your grandparents are buried there. My wife's grandmother is buried on such a hillside, grandmother, grandfather, outside the city of Suwon. Look at a whole bunch of them here, you know. And so they're buried on a hillside outside the city of Suwon. Family bought a plot there a while back just for burial. Her father was born in North Korea, and he's buried in a hill in South Korea facing the north. So he's facing his country. Koreans bury their dead in the hills. And then I'll continue later. Nothing says you can't film their backs. This lady, very cool. Anyway, Koreans bury their dead in the hills. That lady must have been 60 or 70 years old, covered head to toe so that the sun doesn't touch her skin, and she got her hiking poles. Obviously very fit, because I imagine she hikes these mountains daily, if not weekly. Well, weekly if not daily. And you can see over here, every Korean mountain trail you're gonna run into these equipment. Not only mountain trails, but city parks. You can lift some iron over here. And all these are unassisted. But that lady, like I said, she was covered head to toe, with not an inch of her skin being exposed to the sun. I find that so amusing. Here's some more graves. Another grave mound over there. I find it so amusing that they come outdoors and they cover their heads. They're covered head to toes because they don't want to get tanned. A lot of Koreans are like that, especially older Koreans. They want to keep their skin light colored. Light color means you have a rich family and you stay indoors. Dark colored means you're a farmer or construction worker and you work outside. That's kind of old Korea. Modern, younger Koreans are slightly different. It's a really beautiful mountain here. Got more people coming. I'm just not gonna stop recording this guy. I'm gonna walk on by. 안녕하세요. Yeah. All right. So, what else? Oh yeah, talking about the burial sites in the mountains. Once a year, sometimes more than once a year, but they do their ancestral worship during Chuseok, Solal. I forget exactly when, but sometimes on their birthdays or on the anniversary of their death, the family will come to the burial site of their loved ones, of their grandfathers and grandmothers and mothers and sons, whatever, and they'll clean it up. Sometimes they'll have a little ceremony. It's a very old tradition. Some modern Koreans, especially Protestants, they don't do that. They kind of go away from the old traditions. But many Koreans do. My wife does. I'm gonna go see her father's grave once a year, clean it up. Here's an old grave. Now, sometimes you're walking in these hills and you come up on a grave like this. This grave's not marked at all. There's no markings, no headstone, no nothing. Who knows how long it's been here? No name. And the way it's full of pine needles all over it, seems like the family doesn't come here anymore. Forgotten? I don't know. Maybe it'll just revert into nature someday. Well, my wife is she's kind of a syncretist. She says she's Anglican Catholic, but she's really Anglican Catholic, Buddhist, Confucian. So typical, my wife is very typical Korean, I guess, in that she shows a lot of syncretism in her beliefs. Like she's Anglican, my wife is Anglican Catholic, but then she goes to celebrate Buddha's birthday. You know, very interesting. And again, don't forget, Sanbul Joshim. Be careful with forest fires. Alright, I'm at the end of the trail. A few more minutes and we'll be out. So just bear with me. We're almost there. Oh man, I thought it was at the end. I thought the end was here, but it's over there. It's that way, not this way. There's some houses here. I'm getting close to the houses. There's a fancy restaurant over there. And I'm gonna stop and continue at the end. All right, here at the end of the trail. That couple was very friendly. They said hello to me. Koreans are extremely warm and friendly. Some of them are a little wary of Westerners being here, understandably, but most of them are very warm and friendly. Here you go. Guess what? At the end of every trail, there is compressed air. There's compressed air to get dirt off your shoes. Pretty much on every Korean trail there is compressed air. How amazing is that? And there's drinkable water. But I don't have my water bottle here. My water bottle's in the car. Anyway, here's the honey bar. Let's go to the car. The Cafe Bee and Honey. Let's see this. And here's the Cafe Bee and Honey. I don't know if you can see the apiaries over there with tons of honeybees flying around. No wonder. No wonder the forest was abuzz with trees. Now I'm finally in my car. My car is so hot. But there's water. Finally. Anyway, if you stayed with me this whole time, I say thank you. I wanted to take a picture of the entrance to the trail over there. There's a car blocking the entrance. It's alright. That's typical Korean too. Park your car wherever. Park your car anywhere you can until told otherwise. Until you get a ticket and you don't park there anymore. Or you park there next time and you hope you don't get a ticket the second time. Anyway, I'm done here. Thank you for coming with me. Thank you for enjoying the trail. And oh, sorry. Trying to get some freshness inside the car. The car is hot. Thank you for coming. And hopefully you have some more hiking adventures later. This is Ren from Maan Mountain, or Maansan, how it is called in Korean. And I gotta drink water, get some food. See you later. Bye.